Ready, of course, now to start your Christmas festive programme. It has been a frustrating time, but fingers crossed the weather looks a lot better now and you should be getting your Boxing Day game underway. What's been the preparations like?
Yeah, it won't be in any doubt, will it? Boxing Day, unless something happens in the next couple of days. Preparations can be frustrating when you go 3 weeks without a game. It's a long time for the players. Obviously there's been lots of training sessions going in there, geared to different things, fitness, etc., preparation for the game. But the players need a game now, and we need a game to see what it looks like when they're performing in 11v11. You can only do it so many times between each other, but it's important now to get on the pitch, get a run of games going. They've got some tough games coming up, some good games, exciting games, but the boys will be fully prepared for Boxing Day.
What have you been stressing to your players? Because it is a period of the year where it can be a lot of distractions. They have the parties, they go visiting the hospitals, they get days off, and they've also not played competitive games because of the weather. So what's your focus been, obviously, with it being your first sort of Christmas as the manager?
Yeah, but you're a professional footballer, professional people working in a professional environment. It's a time to be with family and see family, which I encourage everybody to do. It's important that they do that. But you've got to concentrate on what your job is, and you can't abuse your body, etc. You've got to take information off the sports science team, but it's trying to get that rest in. You don't want to be bouncing around from everywhere, which can cause you fatigue in the cars for a long time, but without trying to put a hat on them and say you've got to stay in your house and all that. Just the usual messages, Graham. Nothing, be sensible with what you're doing. They're eager for a game. They want the game. They're excited for the game. So it's just focusing, putting all your energy onto that, not having too many sprouts.
Are you giving a day off on Christmas Day?
I've not decided yet. We'll see.
Is that how they all behave and train and how they worked up to sort of end of Christmas Eve then? Is that how you make
No, because they've been brilliant over the last 3 weeks. So and they won't mind me saying there's been one day where they've not been at it, but they've been excellent. The buzzing in there this morning, but no, the different things will factor that, not necessarily how they perform in training.
Apart from Luke Hotford, which is unfortunate, it's got a long time to have a one-match ban, but you should have a clean bill of health apart from, again, the couple of long-term ones. Has that helped a little bit, if there is a positive, that's given a few players a breather, because you have got a small squad and you've been asking them to play week in? Yeah,
we have got a small squad. We've got no fresh injuries concerns at the minute, but I always encourage about the games. Yeah, we've got a small squad. It does get stretched at times, but as a player you should want the games. You should be crying out for the games all the time. We will give players rest during the week if we see fit, certain individuals, but they should want the games. We want the games. I'm looking forward to actually getting a good run of games coming up. I know there's some Tuesdays further down the line, but that's what we want. As professional footballers, we want them to be out on the pitch trying to pick up 3 points.
Of course, when you were playing, Stockport was a regular fixture, Stockport Crew, and more or less the derby game that survives now. It's been a long time, I think, since Crew have played Stockport because of what's happened to them, but they've bounced back, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. In the last couple of years, they've done extremely well to get to where they're at. I'm sure the same messages their management staff is delivering what we're delivering. It's a derby game, Boxing Day, full house. It'll be a really exciting game. We're looking forward to it. And like I say, it's good to have more local games for the fans, particularly at Christmas. Let's just hope we can pick the points up for a good Christmas.
Do you put a bit of focus on that in your team talk to your players? Full house, local derby, Boxing Day. We've got to perform for the fans.
We've let them know it's a derby, and we've told them what's expected. With 4 in each individual in terms of what it should look like. And then it'll be who performs best as a collective on the day, won't it? We should get the 3 points, but we've let them know what it means to the fans. Say it's been 10 years, more, 15 years, something, since this fixture has been played. So, we're looking forward to it, and I want the players to be excited for it.
While you're busy doing your preparations and all your planning with your staff, everybody knows that the January window is coming upon us more quicker than probably expected. Are you expecting wheeling and dealing?
Yeah, we are. We'll be expected to do some business during the transfer window. We've had plans in place for a little while. what avenues we can go down. So yeah, we're constantly working at that. We've got some targets in mind. So as soon as we know anything, like I always say, the fans will be the first to know what we're doing. It's just making sure we get the right player and right characters into the building. For your benefit, of course, you would have had your talks with the board of directors. The fans who turned up at the fans forum got a little feeling of the likelihood that there was going to be some money made available. Again, finances are tight in all walk of life, but the board looks as though they're going to try and support you. Yeah, finances are tight for everybody, aren't they? But yeah, we'll get some backing from the board to bring in a couple of players over January. You know, some players of ours might want to go out on loan. So we'll see how that looks coming nearer the first week of January in terms of actually what bodies we'll have in the building. Obviously, we've got 3 boys on loan, which are you know, we've had a discussion about. That's good to follow, is it, their decision, what you're going to make with them? Yeah, we've had conversations with them and their representative club, so I won't be saying anything on that because they're with us until the 2nd of January. They're able to be involved in the game on New Year's Day. So, you know, again, that'll come to light, what's happening with them, as and when the news comes out, if they're staying, if they're going back to their clubs. You're a family man, we know that. What's your message as Santa Lee, as the crew manager to your supporters? Just have a brilliant Christmas. There's no secret, it's probably my favourite time of the year, and just have a really good Christmas and enjoy it, and make sure you're around lots of loved ones and make some memories.